Welcome to the iRogya Wellness Podcast, your quick guide to a healthier life. In each episode, we'll explore practical tips and insights to help you on your journey to optimal health and well-being. Let's dive in.
Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. You ready to jump into the world of clean air today?
Let's do it.
All right, we are talking all about the Puritii Multi-Effect Air Purifier today. We want to know if it lives up to the hype.
Yeah.
Especially, we're going to look into that medical grade filtration claim. We've got these two documents here.
Right.
And we're going to see if this thing is like a breath of fresh air or just a lot of hot air.
Well, I think before we even get into like the nitty-gritty tech specs, it's worth just taking a step back and remembering why this stuff matters in the first place.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all pretty aware of outdoor air pollution,
Right.
you know, smog and car exhaust and all that stuff. But the sneaky truth is, the air inside our homes and offices can be even worse.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. It's like when you're inside, you feel safe from like the smog and all that stuff.
Right.
But it's not always the reality.
No, not at all. The World Health Organization estimates that indoor air pollution contributes to millions of deaths globally each year. Millions. That's wild.
That's crazy.
You've got dust mites, pollen mold spores, even chemicals released from everyday things like furniture.
Oh, wow.
Carpets, cleaning products. We're breathing that stuff in all the time.
Yeah, and you don't even think about it.
Right, and it can have a real impact on our health.
Okay, well, that's a pretty scary thought.
Yeah.
So is this purifier the solution? They're claiming medical grade filtration, which sounds pretty intense.
Yeah, it's a bold claim for sure.
Yeah.
What they're talking about is this multi-stage filtration system that's designed to remove particles as small as 0.03 microns.
Okay.
To give you some perspective,
Yeah.
a human hair is about 75 microns wide.
Oh, wow.
So we're talking tiny particles here.
That is incredibly small. So how does this system actually work? What are we talking about here? Like a tiny army of robots that are zapping dust bunnies?
Not quite robots.
Okay.
But there is a pretty sophisticated team effort happening inside this purifier.
Okay.
It all starts with the pre-filters.
Okay.
These are kind of the workhorse. They're grabbing the larger particles like dust, lint, pet hair.
Yeah.
Think of it like a strainer.
Right.
Catching the big stuff before it can clog up the rest of the system.
Makes sense. So what happens after those larger particles are out of the way?
That's where the HEPA filter steps in.
Okay.
HEPA stands for high-efficiency particulate air. And it's a key component of many medical-grade air purifiers.
Gotcha.
This filter is like a microscopic net.
Wow.
Trapping particles as small as bacteria and viruses.
Oh, wow.
This is really the heart of Puritii's medical-grade claim.
So the HEPA filter is really where the magic happens.
Yeah, you could say that.
Trapping all those tiny particles that can cause all sorts of problems.
Exactly. But Puritii doesn't stop there.
Oh, yeah?
They add an activated carbon filter to the mix.
Okay.
And this one's all about tackling odors.
Right.
And those nasty volatile organic compounds, or VOCs.
VOCs.
We're talking about things like cooking smells, pet odors, even formaldehyde that can off-gas from furniture and building materials.
Hold on, formaldehyde. Isn't that the stuff they use in embalming fluid?
Well, it's used in lots of things, actually.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it can be released from certain materials,
Yep.
and it's definitely not something you want to be breathing in.
Right.
The activated carbon filter helps to absorb those kinds of chemicals and neutralize odors, leaving your air smelling fresh and clean.
So it's not just about filtering out particles, it's about purifying the air on a chemical level, too.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
But wait, there's more, right? Didn't you mention something about rocks?
I did. Puritii throws in 2 more filters using natural minerals,
All right.
zeolite and potassium permanganate.
Wow, those are some big words.
I know, right? So zeolite is fantastic at absorbing odors and gases.
Right.
Think of it like a sponge for smells.
Okay, I like that.
And then you've got potassium permanganate, which is a powerful oxidizer. It actually breaks down harmful chemicals and neutralizes odors at a molecular level.
Okay, I'm picturing these minerals like tiny warriors.
Yeah.
Fighting off bad smells and chemicals in the air.
I like it.
That's a cool image.
It is.
And to top it all off, the Puritii system includes an ionization stage.
That's right.
Releasing negative ions into the air. These ions can help to further neutralize airborne particles.
Yeah.
And contribute to that fresh, clean feeling you get after a thunderstorm.
Exactly.
So it's like they've created this multi-layered defense system for your air.
Yeah.
With each stage playing a crucial role.
Right.
But isn't it possible that like one filter could be working overtime while others are slacking off?
That's a great question.
How do they ensure that each stage is contributing effectively?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. The Puritii system actually uses sensors and smart technology to monitor each filter's performance. So it's constantly adjusting to make sure the workload is balanced and you're getting optimal purification.
Wow. So this thing is basically a genius when it comes to clean air.
It's pretty smart.
It's like having a personal air quality expert.
So
Working 24/7.
exactly.
But that medical grade claim still has me intrigued.
Yeah.
Is this purifier really hospital level stuff?
That's the million-dollar question.
All right, let's get into it.
Let's dig into what medical grade really means in this context.
Okay.
And see if Puritii truly measures up.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So when we talk about medical grade, we're stepping into a world of high stakes.
Okay.
Think about hospital operating rooms or labs handling sensitive materials.
Right.
The air quality in those places is critical.
Yeah, so we're talking about a level of clean that goes way beyond just making your house smell nice.
Exactly.
Are there actual standards that determine whether something is medical grade?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Organizations like the FDA in the US and the European Union
Okay.
have strict regulations for medical devices, and that includes air purifiers.
Okay.
They're looking at things like particle removal efficiency,
Right.
air exchange rates, even the materials used in construction. So to be truly considered medical grade, an air purifier would need to pass those tests and get certified.
Precisely. And based on what we've got here, it doesn't seem like the Puritii Multi-Effect Air Purifier has gone through that official certification process.
Okay, so maybe not officially medical grade in the strictest sense.
Right.
But does that mean it's not effective at cleaning the air?
Well, that's a good point.
I mean, they've got that super-powered HEPA filter and all those other bells and whistles.
Yeah, it's important to remember that medical grade is a very specific designation. Just because something doesn't have that label doesn't mean it can't provide significant benefits.
Right.
The Puritii purifier still boasts that HEPA filter, which we know is a cornerstone of many medical grade systems.
Exactly. So even if it's not hanging out in a hospital operating room,
Right.
this thing could still be a game changer for people dealing with allergies, asthma, or other respiratory issues.
Absolutely. And even for those of us who don't have specific breathing problems, breathing cleaner air is never a bad thing.
True.
It can impact your sleep, your energy levels, even your mental clarity.
Interesting. So speaking of benefits, these documents make some pretty bold claims about what this Puritii purifier can do.
Yeah.
They talk about improved health-boosted productivity, even saving money in the long run. Is all of that realistic?
Let's break it down.
Okay.
First, let's look at the health claims.
Okay.
The idea is that by removing those harmful pollutants and allergens from the air, the Puritii purifier can help reduce respiratory problems and maybe even lower the risk of long-term health issues linked to poor air quality.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're not constantly breathing in irritants, your lungs can chill out a bit.
Exactly. And we know that long-term exposure to air pollution can have serious consequences for our health.
Right.
So reducing that exposure, even indoors, is a smart move.
So it's not just about feeling better in the moment. It's about potentially protecting your health for years to come. Okay. They also mentioned something about enhanced productivity.
Yeah.
How does cleaner air make you a work superstar?
Well, there's actually a growing body of research that shows a strong link between indoor air quality and how well our brains function.
Wait, so breathing dirty air can actually make you dumber?
Well, maybe not dumber, but it can certainly make it harder to think clearly.
Right.
Poor air quality can lead to fatigue, headaches, difficulty concentrating. All those things that make it tough to get things done.
For sure.
On the flip side, studies have shown that breathing clean air can improve cognitive performance.
Really?
Help you focus better.
Wow.
And even boost your creativity.
Okay, that's pretty mind-blowing.
It is.
So this little machine could not only clear the air, but also clear my mental fog. I'm sold.
I like it.
But hold on. What about those cost-saving claims? How does an air purifier save you money?
Well, one of the biggest selling points is the longer-lasting filters.
Okay.
Particularly the HEPA filter. They're designed to be more durable.
Okay.
Which means you're not shelling out for replacements as often.
Right.
Filter costs can definitely add up over time.
Oh, yeah.
So that's a significant benefit.
Yeah, I've definitely been there with other air purifiers.
Yeah.
feels like you just replaced the filter and suddenly it's flashing red at you again.
Exactly. And on top of that, Puritii emphasizes the energy efficiency of their system.
Okay.
It's designed to use minimal power.
Okay.
Which can lead to lower electricity bills.
Right.
So it's good for the environment and good for your wallet.
Okay, so we've got cleaner air, potential health benefits, boosted brain power.
Yeah.
And maybe even some extra cash in my pocket.
Right?
It seems like this Puritii purifier ticks a lot of boxes.
It does.
But it's all about putting it into context, right?
Exactly. While the Puritii Multi-Effect Air Purifier might not have that official medical grade stamp,
Right.
the underlying technology is impressive, and the potential benefits are real.
But choosing an air purifier is a personal decision.
Yeah.
It's about understanding your needs, your priorities,
Right. Yeah.
and what you're hoping to achieve.
Exactly.
So where do we go from here?
Yeah.
How do we help our listener figure out if this is the right purifier for them?
I think a good starting point is just to think about, what are you most concerned about when it comes to air quality?
Yeah.
Are you dealing with allergies or asthma?
Right.
Do you live in an area with high levels of pollution? Are you sensitive to smells or chemicals?
Yeah, it seems like this purifier could be a good fit for a lot of different scenarios.
Yeah.
But it's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Right. If you're mainly worried about just like dust and pet dander,
Yeah.
maybe a simpler system with just a good HEPA filter would be sufficient.
Okay.
But if you're dealing with multiple concerns like allergies, pollution, and odors,
Right.
then the Puritii's multi-stage filtration might be exactly what you need.
It's all about finding that sweet spot between your needs and your budget too, right?
Absolutely. And that's where doing your research really pays off. Read reviews, compare different models, and don't be afraid to ask questions.
Right.
There's a lot of information out there. It can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
But taking the time to understand your options can save you a lot of headaches down the road.
Yeah. It's like we always say, knowledge is power.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, let's do a quick recap of what we've learned about this Puritii Multi-Effect Air Purifier.
Okay, so key takeaways.
Okay.
First, the Puritii system uses this multi-stage filtration process that goes beyond just HEPA filtration.
Right.
They've incorporated activated carbon zeolite potassium permanganate.
Oh my God.
And even ionization to create this really comprehensive approach to air purification.
They're hitting all those air quality concerns from different angles.
They are.
And while it may not be officially medical grade, the technology behind it is impressive.
Yeah, it's designed to capture a wide range of pollutants.
Right.
From tiny particles like viruses to larger allergens like pollen, as well as those invisible but potentially harmful VOCs.
And let's not forget those bonus features. It's like the AI mode that automatically adjusts the settings based on the air quality in your room.
That's a cool feature.
It's like having a little air quality guardian angel watching over you.
It is. And the sleep mode ensures you can enjoy clean air all night long without being disturbed by noise.
Right.
Plus, the longer-lasting filters and energy-efficient design can save you money over time.
So we've got cleaner air, potential health benefits, maybe even a boost in brain power and some cost savings to boot.
It's not bad.
Not bad for a little machine.
No.
But the most important question is, what does this all mean for you?
Right. At the end of the day, it all comes back to that question we posed earlier.
Yeah.
If you could significantly improve the air quality in your home or workplace, how would that change your life?
Right.
Would you sleep better, have more energy, be more focused and productive?
Those are all possibilities. And if the answer is yes, then maybe it's time to explore your options and see if the Puritii purifier or a similar system is the right fit for you.
Yeah. Well said. At the end of the day, it's about taking control of the air you breathe.
Yeah.
And making choices that support your health and well-being.
I love that. So, folks, that wraps up our deep dive into the world of clean air and the Puritii Multi-Effect Air Purifier.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you found this information helpful and empowering.
We did too.
Remember, knowledge is power, and when it comes to your health, you're in the driver's seat.
You are.
So stay curious, stay informed, and until next time, keep breathing easy.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in to the iRogaya Wellness Podcast. Remember, small steps lead to big changes. If you're curious about the products we mentioned today, you can find them all at irogaya.com. That's AIROGYA.com. And hey, use the code IROGYA15 at checkout for a 15% off discount. Please note that the code is not applicable for Europe, some parts of the Middle East, and South Africa. Until next time, keep taking those steps towards a healthier you.